Oh my, would you look at the time? Why, I just have all kinds of time, don't I? How about that? Well, I am fitting to tidy up out here in the shop a little bit. And then I am going to get serious about ripping that steering column out of there and start getting that all mapped out. Believe it or not, I am going to work on the rat rod a little bit. How about that? Got a couple of new little buddies that came over to see me earlier today. We went for a hoopy ride and we went for a walk and around the property here a little bit, and they were up in the tree house and around the waterfall and down along the road. We went and looked at that old car down there. Just had us a good old time, and they brought me a present. I want to show it to you. This is this is Ken, you rock. Now, how about that? Isn't that cool? I mean, and it's a pretty good likeness of me too, don't you think? I mean, if you hold it up, if I turn this just right, you know, if you get the light just right, I mean, you can see it, can't you? It's good. It's really good. That is one of my treasures. I tell you, that's going on the trophy shelf at that little 2-4 block that that little girl gave me one time out to cruise in. She wrote on there, Ken, #1 rat rod. And this is going right up with that. That's really cool. I'll post a couple of pictures of my new little buddies here, and you'll get to see them. They're something else. By the way, just a little side note, that photo I put up where I was in my suit coat and my necktie and my overalls, I had Kerwood and his wife and sis were coming up the other night, and I thought, well, I better dress up for my company, you know, and so, so I had a rose for my lapel, only I didn't have a buttonhole in my lapel, so I stuck it in my overall galluses. But anyway, the funny thing is, when I was a kid, I knew guys that dressed just like that to go to church. Not so much the necktie, but the suit coat and bib overalls was very commonplace when I was a kid in the churches we went to, and even including my father, he wore a suit jacket or a nice, you know, jacket with his overalls sometimes. So I don't know. It just brought back some memories. And you know, those were just different times. There were no pretenses, you know. There was nobody dressing up to look good. It was just that's how those guys, they were clean and, you know, presentable and nothing fancy, but that's how they dressed for church. And I always got a kick out of that. So that's all there is to that. Oh, by the way, I got the axles out of this thing. When Kerr was up the other night, we yanked the axles out of this thing because there was some in play in one of them. The bearing was not pressed on quite as far as it was supposed to be. There was a bit of in play, a little more than I want. So I've got the axles out. They're sitting over there, and since I've got them out and I need to get that bearing pressed on a little bit further, I'm going to just replace them. I already ordered the new ones because everything else is new. I got new shoes. I got new master cylinder. Got new brake cylinders, new emergency brake cables. Everything's new. I'm going to run all new brake lines, and so might as well have new bearings while I'm at it. So yeah, that's where that's at. They're on their way. I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later when there's more to report. But right now, that's my goal, is to clean this up under here. Maybe I'll give you a shot when I get that done. All right. This has got the old floorboard dimmer switch, which I think I will utilize. I used it on my little Rockabilly Rat. Well, I'm messing around with some steering options here. I really like that Cadillac steering wheel. I was kind of hoping it would fit onto this tilt wheel mechanism, but it's a different size shaft. I could probably make it work, but I don't know if it's going to be necessary because I kind of got a new plan with putting my steering wheel in, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But for right now, I'm about to go underneath this thing and start getting all that junky old 6-volt wiring out of there. And just for Chevaholic, I'll replace it all with red wire. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I want to rip all that stuff out of there. And because I'm not going to use any of those old cables and wiring and stuff, and it's just in the way. It'd be kind of cool to use that old heater. Hit the cores good, and even the defrosters. So we'll see how that goes. Those hoses are probably just brittle as all get out, but anyway, I'm going in, man. I'm going under there and rip all that stuff out of there and clean it up, because I got to make room for some other goodies to go in there. Yes, sir. Well, I've been working on that crank for that window. Got it opening up all the way. Just getting it lubed up and making it work again. Next, I got to do that cowl vent. It's kind of rusted up, but I got some penetrating oil on it, and I think I'm going to be able to make it work too. And I have a grand plan for that little cowl vent. I'll let y'all in on that later. It was a aha moment. What else going on around here? Oh, let me get the camera. I'll show you. Where's the camera? Oh, here it is on the tripod. I was kind of fighting my steering wheel. I was just playing with some options here. But what the problem was, when I'd set in the seat in there, and once you get in, it was okay, and it was, I mean, I had that steering wheel just mocked up, and it was okay, but getting in and out was really tight. I mean, your leg was kind of pinched there between the seat and the steering wheel. It just sat so low, hanging down under that dash on this old truck. Just made this wheel so low that the seat had to be as low as you could possibly get it. And I go, man, I'm really going to have to get it down there to get it under the wheel. And then when you got down that low, you couldn't hardly see out over the dash. Well, last night I had a brainstorm, and I was out here till, I don't know, late 30. And I've got this other one mocked up in here. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm toying around with the idea of using this tilt wheel. But the brainstorm is, I took that old broken speedometer out, and I set that steering wheel in the dash, and that just solved all my problems, man. It just made all my problems go away. They just disappeared. Now you got worlds of room in there between the floor and the seat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to bring the seats up about 6 inches, and that's going to be wonderful, because now you'll actually be able to see out over the dash and see where you're going when you're driving. And won't that be a great thing? And also, it brings it out of the firewall way up here, way up high up here. Now, before it was going to have to come out way down here somewhere. So this will be shortened up, of course, right about there. Put a U-joint on there, but look at this. I mean, it's almost a straight shot. That just worked out great. And I'm still kind of toying around. I just stuck that wheel in there because that's the tilt wheel. And that mechanism, that tilt mechanism, is kind of big and bulky. It was too big to go down under the dash and hang underneath like the original steering wheel did, like this one did. But I'm in love, man, I'm in love with this Cadillac steering wheel. Oh, ain't that a thing of beauty? I just love it. And it just matches those seats so well and all that, you know. But I don't know. We'll see, you know. But that makes me happy. That going in the dash there, that just raised it up where it needs to be. And you know, I'm the only one that has to like it. So there you go. I like it. I knocked the bark off my hand and appears to be leaking pretty good. Huh. How about that? I'm leaking. Guess I better put a plug in that. That's even worse than catching my pants on fire. Man, I hate when that happens. I got blood all over my floor. Make a big mess. Blood everywhere. Man, like a stuck pig. All part of the rat rod business, I reckon.